today is such a big day. I literally spent hours only with programming once a specific agent which will run on my big Mac, and I will duplicate it and give it to my clients as well. It has to do something with finances and accounting. But the other thing in the same time was my avatar, my first avatar of my kingdom, creating, describing one of the three avatars of the female leaders of the New Age. The book I got as a download in 2017, and in 2018, I got the big mission. Go global, speak English, move to Dubai. I could not believe it at the time. And build this kingdom. Help your clients to go from the old land in the new land. The old land, the old economy, the new land, the new economy, which is digitalization, AI, and energetics. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And today, I made it alive. And as you probably already heard in the other videos, it's everything coming together. This is the tarot set I created on my own 3 years ago. I started 3 years ago together with my clients. 2 other clients also created their own tarot set based on their own storyline in their soul purpose and expertise. And now I actually gave the Souvereign a life, a movement. She even has a voice. We will see that about 10 seconds in the end of the video. I will show you that. But first, I'll show you some of the cards which are so beautifully made, like pictures of this character. And we see some of them, if you know the tarot cards, they are typically transformational, right? And we see here, it's at the moment German written, the others will be in English. This is the 0 point. And we see on this character of the Sovereign, she's not really happy. She's actually like the most of my clients, successful entrepreneurs, but not happy. They feel bad because people are telling them you should be happy, you should be grateful, you should be whatever. And they build a lot like she did, right? She's very healthy, and she's looking actually to a most beautiful, mystical kingdom. It's a little bit like Dubai, right? So, and the other is here as well. Here is the stabilized analysis. It's number 4 of the swords here. She is, she is calm, but I want to talk with you today before I show you the other 2 cards and then the video, the new video, which I actually created with Kling AI, and I will show that how it's working in my Build Your Kingdom Masterclass next Saturday. Will happen the first module, and you can subscribe if you want. Come in my Soul Calling portal. The portal is for free, but in there you can actually buy this masterclass. At the moment it's 111, and on Saturday it's the normal price 222. It will be at least 3 modules. We will see. And then you can also receive and create your kingdom. And what is the kingdom? The kingdom is actually the transformation from your dream client from the pain state through the inner work, through the changes, through the stepping out the comfort zone, doing new things, but very clearly alongside and really clearly according to their soul's purpose, so that they create their dream state, true desired state. And this is according to the mission Spirit World and God gave me 8 years ago, going from the old land, which is the old economy, over the bridge, which I built with my team and my companies, to the new land, which is the new economy. And there is waiting my kingdom, but not for them to be there and be in a golden cage, oh no, but just to have a safe space first to land, to breathe, to get to know themselves and to download their own uniqueness and to find literally a job within my kingdom if they want. Some are gardeners, some are baker, some are whatever. And then suddenly they want to build their own kingdom, and they learn it in my kingdom because this is the purpose of my kingdom. And others have then kingdoms with others' purpose. There will be the farmer kingdom, there will be the baker, the smoothie kingdom, or whatever, right? It's very exciting. So, but today I want to tell you from the first archetype, because my kingdom is literally protected through 3 archetypes, which are very essential because my clients go through them, the transformation they do, so that they actually are the sovereign being, able to create, and not only being brave enough, right, but able actually, and knowing and feeling and get the pull from their true desires to create their own kingdom. Means that they go through 3 archetype stages. The first is the sovereign, the second is the warrior, and the warrior is obviously not to go to the war, but she could anytime, and she is a very good fighter actually, but it's not the goal, right? We will hear about the warrior, I think tomorrow. We'll see. And also going through the stage of the magician, which means there is the scalable part. The code of the scalable part within the magician is on a higher mountain, having all this overview, seeing the things 100 kilometers ahead, all the others, feeling and seeing. And at the same time, she is literally leading an academy in a big castle on the top of this mountain, where she helps to educate and to train the clear senses of everyone, every leader of the new age coming and wants to learn their own codes, to perceive their own codes and use and fulfill their own codes. And as soon as she's doing that, as a fulfilled magician, she will actually be able to scale. And you see here my archetypes and all the characters and the stories that have always a connection to the soul business, so that it's possible in the new economy, in the new land, really to build something which is collapsing time, quantum manifesting, and creating so much fulfilled and prosperous, yes, material, money, whatever, just to feel safe, but not only for oneself, but also for everyone involved in family, friends, and the company, of course, and the clients of the clients, and so on. So let's go now with the archetype of the sovereign. Well, when she's standing on this window, like here, right? She is in these thoughts. She's literally sinking in her thoughts. She is connected to God and connected to Mother Earth. She's standing there with this divine connection and the knowing about the honor. She has this, she feels this honor to be connected with Earth and the universe and God, right? So in the back we see this big land, we see also the desert, like here we see towers like Burj Khalifa. Actually, in my case it's Burj Khalifa, and we literally hear her thoughts, how she's thinking about the times back in her past when she was not fulfilled. She felt already then she is something like a queen. She is a queen. She has the sovereign in her. And sometimes she heard it from others telling her, you look like a queen, or not really good, sarcastic, you behave like a queen, or who do you think who you are, right? She knows that she always knew a bigger pulling, but she also felt that she is not fulfilled yet. And this had so many this caused actually so many not really good experiences in her life. Let's say, as an example, that she was not able to fulfill her female part. She was the maker. She could make things, which is good. It's not bad, but it's not the female energy, right? She could actually suppress and expand and create with the male part, with male energy. She was very good in that. And I remember when I tell you that it's also me, and you probably will feel it's also you. And you can literally take, as even if I talk from a female character, it's always also meant the male character. The sovereign is both. But the male had to learn to fulfill the male part, was too much female. So we go now with the female part. It's easier for me. But if you are a man and you think with my story, then just adapt to the other side, the opposite side, right? And if it's not clear and you want to have a known live stream about the male sovereign, let me know in the comment. So she was the maker. She could express energy in everything she wanted. When she had a goal, she went for that as long as it needed. And she was very clear. She was very rude, actually, also. And she could also not relax. She was very stressed in some sort, always running around. Running around. She could not receive things. She could not take help or ask for help. She could also hardly take gifts, even for her birthday, or I mean, literally the gifts with an explanations, right? In Xmas or birthdays or whatever, she could not take that. She could especially not take help. She could not receive help. Receiving help was a red flag for her. This was like not good. Everyone who would take help or ask for help was bad in her eyes. And in the same time was very unlogical, but this is very typical actually. She offered to everyone help. Actually, she not only offered it, she just did it without asking or get asked for it. And it was very subconscious that she actually also compared herself with other, especially women. And that's why she often also was very dramatic and sneaky, but subconscious, because in this comparison, she was very hypocritic and very sarcastic also against the other female leaders. But in fact, she actually admired them, and they also admired her, but they were not able to talk with each other because they had always this dramatic, this sneaky little wars, and the conversation was almost not possible because they were always in another opinion and could not find consensus. So she got triggered from them. And when she saw that they celebrated something, whatever, right? Wedding, children, success in business, she saw it and just told literally everyone who wanted to hear it that this could not be true, that this would be fake, that this would be blah, blah, blah. She was really not able to acknowledge something beautiful for another female. Concerning to structures and orders and alignment, which is actually divine, she had a big chaos with time. She had never time for no one and nothing. She had especially no time for herself, and she was always in distressed situations and could not rest, could not fulfill. She thought that she must do that to get acknowledgement and attention and love. But as soon as it went to structures and orders, also in her environment and business, it was actually only chaos. Even if she actually would like order, to have order, she would love that. I mean, there are also types, especially when you are working with human design, you know that there are just types of people. It's not meant for them to work with order, right? But this unfulfilled sovereign had no possibility to create order and structures, even if she really, really wanted, because she was not really the fulfilled sovereign yet. And she started to talk very bad about herself, meaning like, oh, I'm unconcentrated, and that's me, just please take me like that, it's just me, I forgot often things or whatever. She had these explanations, like literally objections, to just explain stories to explain why she was like that, instead of going take this subject and to transform and to heal it, right? And in her business, there were no structures, there were no orders, no SOPs, no to-do list, no nothing. She did everything literally by heart and intuitively, and this very good. But the bad side on that was she nothing. She hated that, right? Because as soon as she would write down something, she would literally find herself, and she would not be able to confront herself with this part. So she did not document anything. And that's why she was also not able to duplicate or scale her business, because it was not able to delegate something. She was one of those entrepreneurs telling a coach like me, I tried everything and it was not possible. I delegated that. In the end, I was disappointed. They went away. They betrayed me. They did not do what I wanted and how I wanted. And I did it alone and again for myself. And this is not for me to delegate, blah, 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 blah. So this is the unfulfilled sovereign concerning divine structure. And that's why she always was in these loops of the big fights and working hard and fulfilling the maker and the doer, right? We have some life here. Say hello, please. And she was not able to rest, and she was in this loop also with not having enough time and not being fulfilled, and often also getting sick and struggling with chronic illness like me. I was there as well. And when it came to intuition, she actually mixed it up with fear, with instincts, and conditioned bad experiences. But she didn't know it better. But she felt there must be something, and she could learn it, but she wouldn't learn, because as soon she would learn something, she would have been forced to sit down and to find herself, right? And she had this what's the word, resistance within her. If you want to learn about resistance, by the way, you find some very beautiful live streams about the trampoline effect of resistance, because as soon as we see we have somewhere resistance, it's always an invitation to the next level or higher. So she had a very big resistance to meet herself in the center, in the calm, and that's why she was not the fulfilled sovereign. And that's why she mixed up the intuition with all these other inner feelings. And that's also why she actually was very good to put on her own intuition, which was actually meant for her as a guidance, right? To put on her guidance to others, especially husband, wife, children, parents, the loved ones, right? So we know in the meantime, this is the biggest misunderstanding when people are starting to work with intuition and meaning. It's like the perception of the psychic perception or mediumistic perception of something for others. That's not that. Intuition is always one language of your soul, for you, only for you. And that's why the unfulfilled sovereign was not able to use her intuition, because she always mixed it up with other perceptions. And what was very, very hard when it came to the psychic perception and the mediumistic perception as unfulfilled sovereign, it was very dangerous actually, because she knew that she senses and feels a lot, and she was also very proud about that. And she really enjoyed it, that people got literally worried as soon as they heard her speaking about that, and they were impressed. But she just enjoyed this reaction, but she actually would not like to educate herself or to really learn the things and to really care about a serious and really grounded psychic work. She would not care about that. Why? Because then she would have to sit down and to meet herself again. And we know now that was everything what she had, this big resistance to meet herself. So she would not love to do that. Hi Barbara, nice to meet you. So good that you are here. Thank you for saying hello. Yes, please, there are some live here. Say hello. Thank you so much. So the unfulfilled sovereign, which was here standing, the end I will show you the video I have I made 10 seconds video of the fulfilled sovereign, very, very magical. She stands here. This was the 0 point. It's the German card, Null Punkt, 0 point. We see it on the picture. She is really on a good point now. She found herself. She implemented all the things I just told you. Also concerning the clear senses and her unique blends of the spiritual skills. She actually started to fulfill it in the unfulfilled experiences. She could literally come into rooms and feel the things, and was literally forced to talk about that and to feel better with the reaction of the people, instead of training the sovereign, calm, wise woman in her, just perceiving and training, knowing more, and not mean to feel called to do something because it's just the unfulfilled part. And she could actually also not make a difference between mine and yours, which means her own things, especially when it comes to emotions and feelings, to sort her own world, which was actually only her self and not the others. And as soon as she perceived others, she took over the things. Let's say sometimes when I work with people, I perceive headaches or problems with a specific organ. It's one of my talents. I just perceive it. I used this talent back at the years when I did animal readings and helped the owners to find their lost animals. So I could tell where they had problems on their body and all the stuff because I perceive it on my body. But I know that I learned it. I have this fulfilled skills, which is actually a part of the warrior, and we will talk about the fulfilled warrior tomorrow, I think. But she could, the unfulfilled sovereign could not do that. She could not see and feel the difference because of her things and foreign things, which I call yours. It's not mine, right? It's yours. Everything which is not mine is yours. And it's not bad, it's just not mine. She could not make a difference. And this caused a lot of problems, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of energy loss, actually. Yes, and the fulfilled sovereign, actually coming to this fulfilled pictures, we see it her from the back. We see her now from the back. But we see very clearly how she is in her center and connected to God, right? To the universe and God, and also to Mother Earth. And having all this land and the sand and the desert in front of her, and being connected in this divine state. And here she can literally realize where she went through, which transformation she made, and being so thankful and being so grateful about that. And she knows that this land is meant to bring together all the other fellow leaders and entrepreneurs from all over the world, which are actually also meant to fulfill kingdoms in the new economy. And she knows now how to behave, to invite them and offer them her kingdom on a level. No pathetic or sneaky, dramatic behavior, just with an open heart and fulfilled and from her center and being connected and supported from God. And she knows standing here that this is a very important skill, and that she will gather other fulfilled sovereign in her kingdom, or almost fulfilled sovereigns, which are meant to do the rest of the transformation in her kingdom, which is a safe place, a safe space where they other unfulfilled sovereigns learn to find themselves in a very safe space, which is a very important thing actually, because a sovereign cannot find herself and transform to the fulfillment if she doesn't feel safe, if she cannot let go everything and trust, right? So she also knows here, standing here, that she's gathering all the other sovereigns, male and females, which are building kingdoms, their own kingdoms with their own expertise, with their own missions, soul missions, and that we all actually create this net of lights. And by the way, this is already existing since a long time, this net of lights. And many of us entrepreneurs, leaders, actually also feel pulled or get that in a mission or in a meditation or in download as well, the net of lights. And if you are one of them, please write it in the comments. I will know that and say hello. So she actually standing here, but what we are not seeing, but just feeling and perceiving, there is also her man. And if this is the male sovereign, there is also your woman, your wife on your side. And both in the fulfilled state actually know that they are building together, and both of them with their own purpose, fulfilling their own true purpose, building this kingdom. Could even be that both of them have own kingdoms, but they live together and help each other every day, asking the other, how can I help you today to fulfill your mission? Which is just beautiful, right? This is like the fulfilled partnership. I have just goosebumps. And she just knows she is literally, she has his back and the other way around. It's funny, in German, we say it in the opposite. We say, sie hat Rückenstärkung oder Rückendeckung. And in English, we say it in the opposite way. So this is the transformation of the sovereign. And this is so amazing. This is so amazing. Do you want to see? Oh, actually, I even don't know if I can show you that here. Can I show you here? No, I cannot show you my screen here. It's not possible. So I have to see. What is that? No, I have no access. That's not good. So I will actually show you that with my handy. Because this is so good, this video I created today, the video with Kling AI, and I will show you that in the masterclass, Build Your Own Kingdom. Because it's very important that we have these visualizations. And as you just can imagine with these cards, right? It's just a difference to have this energy and this clarity from that. So I have it now in my... No, I have not. I have. Yes, so I must just... I could only bring the picture, but you already saw the picture, right? It's not funny. So we want actually the whole video. Just let me share it and airdrop it to my phone. because I cannot here share the screen. Unfortunately, that's very bad. But I can show it to you like this way, right? So I hope, and so here it just gave me the picture. It's not the whole video, but this is the magical thing, and I'm so touched about it because spirit world and God gave me actually in the last 15 to 20 years, step by step, puzzle piece by puzzle piece, things. And back at that time, I just knew it's very important. I did actually not knew what it is meant for. I mean, 3 years ago when I created the Soul Message Tarot, I knew it's a tarot, right? I knew I will do everything what I can do with that. It's meant as an own, not only project, actually as an own company. And this alone can create a multiple seven-figure company. I knew that, but I didn't know that it will come together with my movie, my transformation movie for my kingdom. I didn't know that. I just received this clarity in the last days, especially every time when I talk to you about this mission and this kingdom. So let's see it. Let's see it now. Let's watch it now. It begins. So she's talking to us. It begins. It's amazing, right? Oh my God. It begins. I can't stop watching her. It's amazing, right? It's amazing. So I would love to hear in the comments what you think about that. And if you already have ideas what your movie in your expertise could be, and if you think I have no idea, I just invite you to think about your soul mission, because this is where everything started in my case. And I see it also with my clients. Let's say engineer Arnold, he also sometimes is commenting on my videos. You can visit his German channel actually. He always talked about the crypto warrior. He actually also created the tarot for crypto world. This is so amazing. And if you ask for your soul mission, and you can adapt from there your video. And this is the warrior. We will talk about the warrior tomorrow, and I will then also create this living 10 seconds. At the moment, my AIs and I create this story plot that's actually already here, the story plot for the pilot movie. I think it's about 40 to 45 minutes, from this series. It's gonna be a series. Like Netflix, I think 10 episodes. And the first will be so magical. It will be like one of the characters coming, where is she? Coming from the old land, standing on the bridge and deciding to go over to learn about the new land and to build her own kingdom. It's very, very interesting. Yes, I also can't wait, Barbara, because you already gave birth to an own set. Not a tarot set, but also very, very beautiful card set. And this is like in my case, right? You didn't know, you knew you are doing this, creating these cards now, and you felt this intensive pull, right? Like me. But at the moment, we actually don't know the bigger picture, and suddenly things are just coming together. And this is the magical thing. And if you want to come to my masterclass, Build Your Own Kingdom, then grab the link of the Soul Calling portal below. You can enter there for free. There is the Soul Calling course where I help you to perceive your true purpose, and for free. And there you can grab the masterclass. It's 111 until Friday, and Saturday it's the normal price, 222. It's about 3 modules, at least I think, perhaps 2 or 4, we will see. But you will have in the end the clear idea of the transformation of your movie, the characters, the scene, the environment, like in my case, like the desert and literally Dubai, right? And I mean, I live in Dubai now since 2 years. Isn't that crazy, right? It's so amazing. Today I just walked around the towers here. It's very, very hot at the moment. And in the evening I walked around the towers. It was hot. It was also humid, and I just love this. I love it. I love it. And I am so thankful. I'm here. I am on my place. I am here on my place. And this feels so good. And this is something which I also find very interesting, because the soul mission which I actually offer to my clients to go through as a transformation is in the same time also my own transformation, or was, or I'm still in the building and the making, right? And if you are not sure what your soul's mission is, you can actually grab one of my specialities. At the moment, I offer, it's only for a short time, I offer this soul mission diagnostic. You can grab 90 minutes for 1K and 7-day chat to birth, to anchor, and to fulfill the thing in your head and your daily life. And then you know it, and you can also build your kingdom, especially when you are on YouTube. Was actually the trigger for all these things. YouTube announced that they will push all the channels, even the small ones, as soon as the algorithms realizes that there are stories and transformations and a lot of imagination. So we create now our own Lord of the Rings or whatever, right? I invite you to do that. And my clients and I, we are doing it. We are doing it alongside the 90-day visibility and identity challenge. This video is also one of these challenge of my own. And we see each other tomorrow when I talk about the warrior. Where is she? Here. The warrior, the fulfilled warrior and the unfulfilled warrior, female part and male part. I see you there. Good night.